What's going on, good people? This Saturday project is putting together a office chair. Due to the coronavirus and working from home, the previous office chair that I had got worn out. And given the age of the chair, I figured, all right, it's time to go ahead and get a new one. What should I get? So I'm gonna share with you what I got, as well as the assembly of said chair. All right, so this is the office chair that I ended up purchasing. I got it off that Amazon. I'll just be honest. This chair is an office executive office chair. Now I know a lot of people are like, well, why didn't you get a gaming chair? Well, I looked into the gaming chairs, and the thing about the gaming chairs that I saw is they did not have enough padding. While they are cheap and functional and they look cool, they do not necessarily support you for sitting for extended periods of time. And looking at the reviews and some of the commentary that other people that have said that, um, yeah, I'm glad I didn't buy those gaming chairs. I actually had a cousin that bought one of those gaming chairs, and so when we did a Zoom meeting for Thanksgiving with our family members, I saw him in one of the chairs that he got off of the gaming chairs that he got off of Amazon. And so I asked him about it. I was like, hey, how you feel about that chair that you're sitting in? And yeah, pretty much his consensus was he hates it. And so he mentioned a lot of what I saw, which is not as comfortable, and that he kind of wished that he got something a little bit better. So, and as you see, I am sitting in the chair that I am talking about. So I'm not making this up. I actually do use what I'm talking about. So this particular chair, it is very comfortable. It does have a weight capacity of 400 pounds. Now, obviously you can tell, and you've seen me in other videos, that I'm nowhere near close to 400 pounds, but I wanted a chair that was sturdy enough, and not just like borderline at the limits, because, things happen, right? I could sit in this chair and then pick up, I don't know, a heavy book or something, and bam, the chair breaks. That's not a situation that I want to be in. Um, so I chose this chair. Like I say, weight capacity. The legs on this chair are metal, not plastic, like you would get with a lot of those gaming chairs that you see on Amazon. They usually have plastic wheels with a plastic legs, and the failure point on those chairs are usually the legs, because that's where your weight capacity comes in at. And also the weight capacity on those chairs, from what I was able to see, was right around 200 to maybe 225. Now I'm like 185, so 200 is not that far of a stretch for me. Like if I eat a big meal, I could probably get close to 200. So I was kind of wanting something with a little bit more weight capacity, and so this chair came up as one of those options. Also, as I mentioned, this padding on this chair is rather thick. It's very comfortable. Like I sit here, and a lot of times, I'm working from home because of the virus, but then also after I get done working from home, then I continue to sit here and work on videos like this, or I work on coding projects that I have. So something else, and 10, 12, even some cases 14 hours in his chair, and I don't feel sore or anything of that nature. One other thing I wanted to point out is, for me, so I'm 6 feet tall, and so the back of this chair is, while it's right at the bottom of my head, I wanted something that did have support for my upper back, because the chair that I have at my office, like work office, it does have full body support up here, and it actually has even a headrest. And so this one doesn't have a headrest, unfortunately, and I kind of wish it did, but I'm okay with it, at least supporting my shoulders and upper back, because that's where a lot of your attention, that and your lower back, is where your tension comes in when you're sitting for extended periods of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this assembly. So this is obviously the box that it came in, 50 pounds, a pretty big box. I want to say maybe 2 feet by 3 feet. As you see, it says 50 pounds. Well, excuse me, 56 pounds is the gross weight. The chair itself is 50 pounds. So a very sturdy chair. So here are the instructions, everything that comes in here. Not many parts as you may think it may have. Like I say, a lot of it was already pre-assembled. So the mechanical portions of like the seat that raises and lowers the chair itself was already assembled in one piece. You just have to attach it to the base of the chair. It has these set of bolts. Um, and then it comes with a tool to put everything together. So literally, I did not have to go get any tools. The tool came with it. All right, so I have in this photo taken the base out of the box. As I mentioned, the base is made out of metal, and all you gotta do to put the wheels in, there are holes in the base, and you just slide them in and they lock in on their own. And then here is the pack of bolts and the tool, as well as the plastic caps that come with it. Just follow the instructions on how to assemble it. So this is the mechanical portion of the chair. So this is what controls the up and down movement as well as the rock back functionality. Usually I don't lock the chair from rocking back. Unlike some chairs, this chair does not have the functionality where you can lock it in like various degrees. You either lock it straight up or you don't lock it at all. So that's kind of a sucky part. Like if you like to slightly recline back and lock your chair, this chair won't do that. Like I'm leaning back now as you see, but it's still going to move. But once I sit up, I don't know if you could hear that on camera, but that click that you just probably heard was the chair actually locking in the upright position. So now it won't go back. And then I can unlock it and now it will go back. And then the other handle over here is for the height adjustment. I keep this chair at the highest level that is sitting. Like I mentioned, I'm 6 feet tall, so my legs are literally angled straight across in this position. I wanted a chair that was a little bit higher, but you know, given the value and so forth, this was the kind of the best of the deal in terms of chair height and comfort level. All right, and here's another angle. It clearly marks where the front is, and so you see front here as well as the front on the mounting portion, so you make sure those are both pointing in the same direction. I did put the arms on. It's a step in here that mentions about putting the arms on. You do have to screw them on the side. I had some difficulties getting the back of the chair connected to the arms because the back of the chair actually connects to the arms. It does not connect to the seat of this chair. So that's how that stays up. But I was able to, I had to loosen some of the other screws in on the chair to be able to get the back to properly align with one of the screws that I had some difficulties with. And then once I did that, then everything was able to be tightened up as far as the back of the chair and the armrests are concerned. So I am happy with it. I believe I paid about $250 for this chair. Um, give or take maybe $25 on that. And so this chair so far, I've been using it for about 3 months now, and it's held up pretty well. One other thing I want to note is, so a lot of those gaming chairs that I was looking at, they have like faux leather or like polyester or some other non-breathing type material that they are made of. This has it's not full leather. I think it may be like something similar to leather. So it's a little bit durable, but not exactly the gaming chair quality that you would think. You know, it's not the gaming chair fabric that you would want on this type of chair. And so, but it does work. I know somebody else that I had a customer that had a similar chair to this. This one, the one that they had though, it was the same brand, but it was not as executive level, if you will, of a chair. It has the same functionality. It had the same assembly instructions too, but their chair actually had the back of the chair vibrated, and you basically plugged in your laptop to the chair, and the chair got the power to run the massager from the laptop. Very interesting concept. But you know, I think it was a pretty cool chair. I'm not sure how much they paid for it, but I know that that's how that chair was designed. So yeah, there's that. If you have any questions about this, feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll be glad to answer anything to the best of my ability regarding the assembly of the chair or the review of this chair and how it has played out thus far, or in the future. If you have any if you enjoyed this content, please give this video a thumbs up. Each week I have new videos on Tuesday and Saturdays, so please come back often. Also, please be sure to subscribe and click the bell to get notifications for when new videos are released. Until next time, peace out.